Welcome to High Mowing. High Mowing is not only a high school, it's a Waldorf school. My name is Robert Sim and I'm a teacher at this school, and before I started teaching at High Mowing, I taught at our sister school over the road, also a Waldorf school, where we have younger children, where they go from kindergarten and even before the kindergarten, preschool, right to the end of grade 8, and then many of them come here to High Mowing, because a Waldorf school takes all children from the ages of nowadays 3 up to 18, to the end of grade 12. Before that, I taught in a German Waldorf school, and that's where the Waldorf school started in 1919 in Stuttgart. Besides being a teacher, I'm also a parent. I have 5 children, and they're all grown up now, the youngest being 22 years of age. He graduated from this very school here. I have 4 more children up to the ages of 37. They've all been through Waldorf schools. They've all been through this phase of human development that we deal with at High Mowing, which is, one could call it adolescence, one could call it the time from puberty to young adulthood, 14 to 18 years of age. And if you've had children, you'll recognize what I say, that this is quite different, this period, from what you experience as a parent in those years up to 14. It's a time of great turmoil in these young people. It's a time when they seem very uncertain of themselves, when they are experiencing the world in a much more intense way than they did before. Their emotions seem quite raw. Now, it can be quite exasperating as a parent. They're not compliant anymore, they don't behave themselves in the same way, and it seems to grow in intensity from a fairly mild awkwardness or difficulty at the age of 12 perhaps, or 13, and seems to come to a head often around 15 or 16. And of course we see it in the school as well. When we receive the young students here, the freshmen at the age of 14, they are in the thick of this period, this difficult period that seems to them, themselves, they go from one extreme to another. It's hard for them to find a balance in the way they relate to the world. It's as if they are knocking against the world, finding out about it, being disappointed, falling in love, falling out of love. No day is the same. They're moody, they're growing physically, and it's clear that they need help in navigating this period of their lives, which I would argue is absolutely necessary to get to where we want them to be at the age of 18, which is a free, independent human being. A human being who can act out of their own motives. How do we do that? You as parents struggle with that. We as teachers, we struggle with that. But in the Waldorf school, we have a lot of insight into what the child is going through. And we gear what we teach to that process. So we're not going to teach the same content and in the same way to a 12-year-old, as to a 14-year-old, as to a 16-year-old, as to an 18-year-old. We have to adapt our teaching to the stage that this young person is going through.